Yeah, so Nick sent Lexi a text and said he's flying to Denmark, toodaloo. And then Yeager said, if we can't have Nick, we'll have Bunny.
What?
Yeah, to get Nick back. So, you know, we ended up trying to find Bunny, and we were trying to come up with ideas on how to, like, lure her out or figure out where she is.
I'll call you in a second. I'm just talking to
Which I know that's your best friend, but, you know,
okay, bye.
in the heat of the moment desperation, we wanted her to get Nick, right?
Yeah.
And I know that she knows she's a target. I know that she's been hiding and with Hardcastle and whatnot, right? But we came up with a couple ideas, right, with placing cameras and motion
Wow,
sensors
they're really
and
telling
everything to try and find
Nancy
her.
everything, huh?
And then I don't want you to get angry because, again, I want you to know that this was nobody's main thing. It was just a bunch of ideas that people were throwing out, and they came to the conclusion that they could also ask you to bring in Bunny, and it would be like some sort of fucking test for you. And me and Eve
at this point,
test for who?
No, yeah.
At this point, Yeager is spiraling, Nancy. Just remember that, please.
Yeah. So
But, like,
Yeager's spiraling.
A loyalty test?
Yeager is like
who? Yeager? I don't owe Yeager shit.
No,
we know. But, like, at the same, like, so he is Yeager is upset that he lost, you know, Michael and Andy, right?
And I didn't lose Michael?
Yeah, that's the thing. The thing is that he is so emotional and everything with everything going on that he is not thinking about other people's emotions or anything in general. He's just thinking about himself and how he can make everything feel like everyone hurt as much as he is hurting. And me and Eve both said there is no way that's fucking happening. There is no fucking way. Nancy has gone through everything. She lost Michael. She has been through the test. If Lang trusts Nancy 100%, even with her being with Bunny, like being friends with Bunny, I believe it. Because asking Nancy to bring in Bunny is like asking me to bring in an angel. And there's no fucking way that's happening. That is family, and that is what it is. You guys go back so far from, like, stable days that, like, there's no fucking way.
But Bunny has been warned, obviously, about the Nick thing, and she knows that she's in danger to the point where she left town, and I'll tell you about that in a second. This all makes much more sense now, why she left town. But her and I spoke about this Nick thing, and we both agreed to the other person that she is never going to ask me about Lang stuff, and I'm never going to ask her about Nick stuff, and that is, they are just not a part of our friendship. We meet up and we talk about decorating, or we talk about our bees, or we talk about, you know, her tiffs with her husband, or, you know, whatever. But we don't.
Hardcastle.
He's really nice, but we don't talk about Nick, and we don't talk about Lang because it's not our business.
And see, we trust you so much that we know that, right? We know that. And one thing that, like, everyone,
even though they were hunting Bunny,
oh, well, like, if she can't have friends on the other side, either, like, if we can't have friends, then either can she. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way.
That was just a Yeager thing, though. Like Yeager also doesn't understand how important you are to like a lot of things. Honestly, like, he doesn't understand at all.
Yeah.
Does Yeager know that after Nick, I was the first person to know that Michael was alive? Like, that was my best friend.
I don't know.
To be honest, even if he knew, I don't think he gives a fuck. I don't believe he cares.
You know what? I agree, because it obviously sounds like the only person he cares about is him. But I lost a friend in this too. I lost Nick as a friend with the whole Eve thing, and I lost Michael as a friend with this whole shit. Like, Michael was, apart from Bunny, he was my best friend. And I can't even talk to him.
Yep.
And I haven't complained once. It sucks. It sucks. And I had to call him and tell him I can't be friends with him. But I'm not out here complaining. I'm not out here trying to punish other people. Michael, I still consider him a friend, but I can't be friends with him.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, fuck me, right? Kill me. Kill my best friend.
Yep. But
that's not gonna happen.
yeah, that's not happening, right? No, I don't think anyone.
So glad I'm tired.
No one
Easy to cry, I guess.
had the thought process of killing Bunny, right? Nobody wanted that. It was just take her, try and get Nick back. That's it, right? At least in my head, in our head, there was no thought of ever like killing her. You know,
Now
it's
my
also
lashes
one of
get
those
done this
things
week.
where
I
it
don't
got to
have
the
any right
point
now.
where, at least for me, if anything was to ever happen to the Angels, I do not want to know. I don't want to be put in that place. And
Same.
it got to a point where we're coming to you about this, right? Even though you already knew that she was going to be in danger, but we're coming to you because we respect you so much. And I feel like if we knew about this and you didn't know, it would, and you ended up finding out, it would crush you that we didn't tell you, and it would ruin the relationship that we're building, and especially for Cerberus and like, you know, being friends and everything.
100%. Thank you for telling.
So we wanted to let you know this because I will say that Lang was not happy at all that this was happening.
Oh, Lang knows.
Yes, he knows. He was there when we had the conversation.
I'm assuming Harry also knows then.
We had the
Denzel also knows,
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, we had the conversation with them, but we were going to tell Lang all the other things we were going to do to get Bunny that day. But Yeager started off with the you portion and getting you, like, you know, tested and stuff, which is an immediate shutdown. It was an immediate shutdown in our heads. Everyone that understands the relationships, right? I understand logically, like, if you were just some friend of a friend, like, you know, I understand like the testing, but there's already been so much. We've already all had to ruin relationships with people for this test. Like, we've all been tested.
Yeah.
And it was just not necessary. But because Yeager was so hurt, he basically wanted to make sure that this was the easiest way to go against his father and hurt him. Which includes like hurting you.
I mean, this just goes back to what I told Lang when he was like, Nancy, we're family, Nancy, we're family, when I had to give up Michael, because I was like, Michael's my best friend. I don't have Bunny is the only person I have outside of Cerberus. I mean, Colin's not even really around these days. And he was like, no, Nancy, you have us as a family. And he listed off all these people. And I was like, just because you say they consider me family doesn't mean that they consider me family. And it just proves that obviously Yeager does not classify me as a part of that, which he doesn't have to. It's fine, but also it just means that I don't know. I'm on the outside looking in, and I have been for a long time.
Well,